Data and AI here at Procore, and I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to share what our team has been working on to improve your productivity. You heard Wyatt talk about how AI is transforming the construction industry. I'd now like to take you a level deeper to talk about what that actually means for you. The pressure's real. Every project has more moving parts, more data, and more uncertainty, from labor shortages and volatile material costs to unexpected delays. You're juggling disconnected tools, fragmented communications, and an overwhelming amount of information with not enough time to process it all. When you're running a job site, time isn't a luxury. You need each decision you make to be smarter, building on every data point and experience you've accumulated over the years. That's where AI can make the biggest impact. We believe the people who build the world deserve tools that work as hard as they do. We've entered a new era. We've gone from pen and paper to digital tools to centralized data, and now to an intelligent layer we call Helix. And here's the key. AI cannot do any of that in a reliable way without context, without good data, and contextually relevant workflows. And that's where Procore comes in. Helix is built into the Procore platform and is rooted in your real construction data like daily logs, submittals, and observations. And because we've spent years helping you connect those workflows, Helix can now unlock the full value of your data. It can help you spot issues like spec mismatches or missing submittals. It can answer questions using plain language, from how do I log a change event to where am I at most risk for cost overruns. It can recommend the fastest and the most cost-effective path by analyzing your project data alongside inputs like weather forecasts, lead times, or vendor performance. And now we're taking it even further with AI agents that don't just surface insights, but take action on your data. These agents will be able to recommend next steps, create reports, or even draft communications, all built around how you work. Here's what that means for you. Fewer silos and communication gaps, but more connected workflows. Less time digging, more time building. Smarter decisions driven by actual project data. Finally, a more productive team without needing to grow a headcount. None of this works without trust. That's why Helix is built with security, transparency, and control at the core. You decide who sees what, you get full visibility into how recommendations are made, and have the oversight to make final decisions. We have strict data protection protocols in place, and our AI is trained with deep understanding of construction, not generic models trying to guess at what you need. Bottom line, we are not experimenting with AI. We are engineering it to solve real problems on real job sites with the same standards of safety, quality, and reliability that you demand from your teams and tools. At Procore, we build with and for the people in construction. That means using AI as a force multiplier that amplifies, not displaces, your expertise. Our goal is to help you get ahead of problems, not just respond to them. We want to see you build faster, smarter, and safer with confidence. And now, let's dive into how we are putting Helix to work across all your projects.
Complex building projects such as this new data center move fast and can be unforgiving. Scope and schedule shift constantly, and decisions require real-time data. Critical information is often buried in thousands of records, systems, and documents. This is overwhelming for project teams. Helix, Procore's intelligence layer, offers capabilities to help teams surface critical insights, automate routine tasks, and enable faster, more confident decisions. Jessica is a new project engineer on this data center project, and she is also new to using Procore. She wants to start addressing the current backlog of RFIs. Procore Assist quickly guides Jessica through how to close an RFI. Immediately after asking her question, Procore Assist presents summarized instructions as well as available source information if she needs more detail. Even though Jessica is still onboarding, she is already getting work done. As she begins to process through the RFIs on the project, Jessica has a question about the electrical specs for one of them. Procore Assist was so helpful that she tries a more complicated question. Searching through relevant specs to locate the information she needs could take Jessica quite a while. But in a few seconds, she not only has the answer to her question, a link to the spec with the relevant information highlighted is served up for her. All without interrupting the work she's doing by requiring her to switch systems or sift through paperwork. A superintendent juggles many different priorities on the job. Troy's great at his job, but Helix intelligence capabilities from Procore can make his day a lot easier. The day has been going smoothly, and Troy is about to head out of the trailer to check on a delivery when he gets a notification about a scheduled concrete pour. The schedule agent caught a change in the weather for next week's sidewalk pour. The concrete pour is scheduled on a day that now calls for heavy rain. Instead of combing through multiple schedules and plans to determine another option, Troy simply asks the agent to help. In a matter of seconds, the scheduled agent reviews next week's activities and suggests an alternate day for the concrete pour that has a clear weather forecast. Troy confirms it won't conflict with other activities or cause delays, and notes the concrete contractor will just have to shift everything a little earlier. This shouldn't be a problem, so he makes the change and continues with the rest of his work. Troy was so impressed by the schedule agent, he's now wondering what else agents can do to make his operations run more smoothly. Since Troy is about to check what equipment installed this week needs commissioning, he wonders if there's an agent that can do it for him. As he reviews the list of existing agents, there is one that could be a good fit. He notes that the agent can automatically schedule a specific inspection when a certain activity is complete. This is cool, but since Troy needs 3 inspections per unit, he decides to build an agent of his own. He doesn't have to start from scratch. With everything in one powerful platform, Troy can leverage information, processes, and content that is already available to him. Troy duplicates the scheduling agent, renames it, and edits the instructions to automate scheduling each of the 3 inspections. He can even leverage an existing action plans template to make sure that the right completed activity will trigger each inspection. Now Troy can run the project without stopping to manually schedule commissioning each week. Procore agents can already help you do a lot, but in the near future, agents will also be able to leverage connections to third-party data to become even more powerful. Procore automatically notified the concrete contractor of the change in the scheduled sidewalk pour. The sublevel gravel is not scheduled to be at the job site in time. Imagine an agent that helps maximize supply chain efficiency. By comparing existing inventory with supplier stock, the supply chain agent can monitor all available inventory, including materials from outside sources, to consider current price, distance from the project, and cost to transport to determine the most efficient material selection. In this case, the concrete provider does have enough gravel in stock, but it's actually cheaper and faster to purchase from a nearby supplier. Procore's intelligent system delivers real, measurable impact on the operating expenses of massive jobs by assisting team members when they have questions, addressing challenges proactively, allowing customers to build agents that complete tasks more accurately and efficiently, and even enabling third parties to improve cross-platform solutions. These new innovations connect data and workflows across your projects to reduce guesswork and automate manual and repetitive tasks. With Procore's AI capabilities, we're improving operational excellence for the people who build the world.